Well, first of all, welcome, everyone. This is NewSpace 2017 Convergence. I just want to thank you all for first attending. This is going to be an incredible year for the foundation, an incredible year for the conference, and we're so happy you're here and you're all part of this today. As I look around the audience, look at name tags, look at our registration list, I'm always fascinated by not only the caliber of people that we have here in attendance, but also the diversity that we have here today as well. I see people from the tiniest of startup companies, single one-person operations, to the big aerospace giants that we all know and other household names. I see the investors here as well, people from different VCs around the Bay Area and the Valley. And I even see students, educators, and of course members of not only the United States government, but also many supporting governments around the world. So just want to first say welcome all. We're happy to have you, and we're looking forward to a truly incredible conference this year. Just as a quick introduction about myself, my name is Josh Guild. I'm the Interim Executive Director of the Foundation. And so if you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything as the day progresses and then the next 3 days progress, come find me. I'll be running around the area, and we'll take care of anything we can do to help. So I want to get started today and talking about our theme today. As we have so many different people in the room from different backgrounds, it speaks to our theme of convergence this year. We're setting up our theme surrounding the idea of bringing together all these different people from different parts of the industry, outside of the industry, and all different governments and walks of life to converge and create this critical mass that is what this blossoming industry really needs to take it to that next step. It's truly incredible, the growth and the change that we've seen in just the last few days, last few weeks, just some real milestones happening, not just in this industry, but across the space industry in general. So with that being said, I want to give you guys a quick high-level introduction about our agenda for the 3 days of the conference. So building on that theme of convergence, we will be having our first day discussing the influencers. So who are the people that are really pushing the frontier in the right direction? Who are the people that are giving the inspiration to these startups and leading these industry giants? So we'll have not only founders of venture capital, founders of aerospace startups, but also the government backbones that really help them lead the way. We'll have an incredible speech and announcement from Minister Etienne Schneider from the government of Luxembourg as well this afternoon, so I'm very excited for that. Then bouncing off of that, the complement to the influencers is the resources themselves. So we'll have some thrilling panel discussion tomorrow regarding venture capital and kind of what it takes to fund these incredible ventures that people are beginning with. And then also the human element, so not just the financial resources, but also the human resources that really make these companies thrive. We'll have a thrilling panel, our Galvanizing Talent panel tomorrow, that will really bring that idea home, and we look forward to that speech. And then the last thing is what does this influence create when it's coupled with resources? It creates these incredible products and these incredible ideas and these new companies that we're seeing here in the room today. We'll have not only a great panel discussion on kind of reverse spin-offs and how the incredible technology that's being developed in space is going to be applied here on Earth, but we also have a kind of a new feature this year, what we call our Quickfire Discussions. So those will be 7-minute style TED Talks, where we'll have different small organizations, founders, that sort of thing, talk about their new innovations they're doing, their new companies, and I think it'll be a really thrilling discussion. We're very much looking forward to that. So as we build on this sense of convergence and this true networking capability that we want to do, the one thing I want to make you guys all aware of is the logistical things of the conference. So the first thing I want to talk about is the internet. So as we all get set up, I'm sure the first question on everyone's mind is, how do I get my iPhone on the Wi-Fi? And the internet network password should be shown up here. So if you can connect to the parkcentral_meeting Wi-Fi network, and then we can also get you set up with our Space 2017 password. That'll get you on the Wi-Fi, and you'll be all set. Now, using that Wi-Fi, we can now use our incredible app that we've developed this year. We're doing things a little differently, where we're not having a a big, heavy program that you all have to lug around. Instead, we're taking things to the cloud. We'll have our tremendous networking app that we've built. So you can download that. If you just search NewSpace 2017 Convergence in the App Store, you'll find it. It's the only NewSpace 2017 app available on the App Store. Works on Apple and Android devices. So please feel free to download that. And building on that, what we're really hoping to do is get people talking, get people networking, and making those small connections and those truly valuable memories that really make NewSpace so special. And with that, you'll be able to use the conference app to not only get informed about any changes to programming or any panels you're really interested in. You can find out about the speakers. But you can also reach out to the speakers themselves and message within the app. So if there's one person in this room that you really want to talk to, you can take it to the app, get set up, and then you'll be able to private message, and you can discuss all sorts of things and get those meetings going and really evoke that spirit of convergence that we're also excited about. And the last couple things I want to make you all aware of is just logistics. I'm sure you've all been exploring the ballroom and exploring the lobby area. So we do, of course, have our sponsor lounge, which is out the doors. If you walk out the doors and head towards the right, you'll find our sponsor lounge. We've got some couch space set up and things like that. So we hope that you'll get to interact with some of our incredible sponsors, which we're so thankful for. And then if you also go out to the left, you'll find the restrooms around the corner, because everybody needs to know where the restrooms are. Now that I've kind of taken away the boring parts of the beginning, I hope I can turn it over to someone who's truly a remarkable speaker, someone that's been the backbone of this foundation for a long, long time, and someone I'm sure you're all very familiar with. Mr. Jeff Feige is the chairman of the Space Frontier Foundation, and he will be coming to say a few words about the organization and where we go from there. So thank you, welcome all, and welcome, Jeff.
So I won't keep you guys long. I'll let you get right into the meat of it. I'm just going to take 3-4 minutes here, tell you guys a little bit about the Space Frontier Foundation. For anyone who's unfamiliar, I look around the room, I see a lot of friends, but I also see a lot of new faces. So I think it's worth taking just a moment to sort of remind everybody who we are. The Space Frontier Foundation is a 501c3. We're a nonprofit, so you can write off money you give us. The organization's been around since 1988, so a little amusing. It's older than most of our volunteers at this point. I know, right? We see ourselves as an organization specifically focused on getting humanity into space and getting humanity into space permanently. Now, that sometimes in the space industry can come off as a little like, distant, if you will, or why are you focused on these big pie in the sky things? Why aren't you focused on more practical things? And we like to be the organization that says, yes, you're here to do business, you're here to, raise money for your company or cut a deal with another company. And I expect all of you to do that, okay? Your job here is to do business. We see this as a deal flow conference. We see it as an event where you're getting value for your business, whatever that business happens to be, business, organization, whatever you have it. But it's okay to acknowledge that we're all here for a reason, that we all share a general overall belief that expanding humanity's sphere of influence has some value, and that's something that we should be doing. And combining that overall vision with your business and where your business is going, that's a good thing, and you should be doing that. To that end, just a little bit of the organization's history. I see kind of an evolutionary path of what the foundation is, what it does, and how it does it. If you look at our early days, I would say, most of the 1990s, we hosted events, but really what we were trying to do was shape public opinion and shape the rhetoric around space, that instead of space being, flags and footprints, or instead of space being just something the government does, we're figuring out how to make it something that we all participate in. And so our early days are mostly about shaping public opinion. Later on, I'd say the last 12 to maybe 15 years, you've seen an additional leg added to the stool, and that's more a focus on it's okay that we need to keep beating the drum, but we need to take that next step. And that next step is, how do we empower an industry? And the NewSpace conference was one of the activities we did to empower the industry. to create a place where there's a deal flow event where people can interact. Finally, what I think you'll begin to see a lot more from this organization over the next, over the years that are coming now, that we have a space industry. There is a private space industry. It's growing. There are huge things happening. There's stuff that you can see in the news, but if you're not tracking it, there's an awful lot happening behind the scenes. A lot of people here are familiar with it, so I recommend you sort of talk among yourselves. But as we move ahead, you're going to see this organization be doing even more practical things, working with federal agencies, working with specific companies, maybe even getting into bigger projects ourselves. So lots coming in the industry, lots about who we are, lots about where we're going. As I said, things are developing almost faster than I can keep up with anymore, and so I guess that's really fast. So lots that you have to hear about. I'm not going to take any more of your time. I'm going to get into our first introduction here. So without any more rambling from organization leaders, I'd like to introduce our day manager for today, Arielle Sandberg, and she's going to tell you about our first speaker. So thanks so much, guys.